Sup peeps, Crypto Enigma here, welcome back to the channel baby, yeah. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Dark Legend Wuchang. Yes, we are absolutely going to cheese the Feathered Priest today, or at least that's basically what's going to happen, as you're about to see, because though we won't be taking advantage of any exploits or glitches in this video, I did figure out how to basically lock him into using the same move over and over again, and we are absolutely going to exploit that. So if you follow the steps in this video correctly, you should be able to do this while taking very little damage or no damage at all. Let's get it. Now, as always, before we begin, I first have to go over the equipment that you're going to need in order for this method to work. And so the first thing you're going to want is the longsword. Now, you can use whatever longsword you have by this point, but I just used the longsword that you began the game with, so go with your longsword. Next, you're going to want to wear an armor set that benefits the longsword. So as you can see here, I'm using the Ming armor set, so you can just go ahead and use the same one. But if you don't have this, then the standard armor set that you began the game with will also do just fine. However, what you really want, you can go ahead and just use whatever armor set you want. All you need is for the armor set to benefit the long sword, so go with that. And finally, you're going to want to respec. Now, you can clearly see that I went ahead and performed the Red Mercury glitch. Absolutely, I feel no shame. And in fact, I recommend you do that too before they patch it. However, you can also clearly see that at the time that I beat this boss, I was actually only level 4. And you can honestly do this on level 0. You don't have to unlock the nodes that I'm about to show you. However, doing so will just make this fight that much easier. Now, for your longsword, all you have to do is go 4 nodes down until you unlock Wind Force. That's it. And all this is going to do is deal your charged heavy attacks faster if you have Skyborn Might. And this is all you're going to need. This other 5th node up here just gives you extra strength, which I also recommend you go with. But this is all you're going to need from the skill tree. This is all you need to beat this boss. And now, without further ado, so as you enter the arena, approach the boss until he levitates. This, ladies and gentlemen, is actually what we're going to be taking advantage of. Now, he's about to attack twice. First with this red spear that you have to dodge when you see it flash red. Then he's going to charge you, which you also have to dodge when you see the purple flash on his staff. However, every time he does this, remember to dodge 2 times simultaneously, and doing this will always place you directly behind him, which will then allow you to strike him with a fully charged heavy attack, and this will subsequently allow you to perform the obliterate move. Now, after your attack, immediately run away from him all the way to the opposite end of wherever he's standing. Then simply wait for him to get closer. Then charge at him, and this will make him levitate again, and as you can already guess, all you have to do from this point forward is repeat the same steps that I just explained. So, run away from him. Obviously, dodge any projectiles he may throw at you. And if he happens to use this move here where he chases you with geysers, it's actually good because he will always levitate immediately after this attack. Again, dodge the spear, dodge twice, charged heavy attack, obliterate. Now, simply repeat this process until he's dead. Now, as you can see, I missed that one, but if this happens to you, all you have to do is literally run away from him and wait for an opportunity to do it again. However, in my case, he was almost dead and he happened to perform this grab attack, which you can also punish with the obliterate move if you happen to dodge it. So you can do that if you want to, but to play it safe, just run away from him like I showed you. And that was that, ladies and gentlemen, the Feathered Priest cheese. Now, very quickly, some final notes that I forgot to mention. Actually, whenever you see him levitate and you see him about to throw a spear at you, the following attack is what has to be dodged twice. However, if you see him levitate and you don't see a spear, then when he charges you, you only need to dodge once actually, and you saw me do this earlier in the video. So, see the spear, dodge twice, no spear, dodge once. That's it. Ladies and gentlemen, if you happen to make it to the end of this video, I absolutely appreciate you and I cannot stress that enough, but for what it's worth, thank you for watching. And if you happen to enjoy this video, then you may enjoy some of my other content as well, so do feel free to check that out if you so wish to. But with that being said, again, thank you for watching, and I love you, baby.